Here we are, week 6 of Old Testament Survey 2. We are moving beyond the prophets and into the writings or the prophetic material. The poetic material of the Bible, although there's poetry in all parts of the Old Testament. This week we are going to be looking at Psalms and Lamentations with a particular emphasis placed on the Psalms. You have one discussion board. It's talking about Torah in the Psalms, and so you can go in and start working on that. You have another contextualized application assignment. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. Let me just say, as I mentioned in an announcement last week, even though this week is Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone has a great time with their families or however you are celebrating, we still have class this week, so it's important that you schedule and plan accordingly. So that you can have enough time to get your assignments done. There's only one discussion board, but you do have that contextualized application assignment. The contextualized application assignment, I just want to just talk briefly about that. All of you, I would encourage you to all look at the feedback that I gave you, made videos for each of you, so that you can, the purpose of those videos and those comments to help you improve. So please be looking carefully at that. A few things that I want to point out just in general. One, remember that the purpose of these assignments is for you to demonstrate your understanding of the material. So you want to, whereas you don't want to get bogged down too much in details, you want to err on the side of more nuance and more detail than on the side of just throwing something together. These assignments are not designed to be thrown together at the last minute. You should start working on them now as you're doing your reading. Keep in mind what your assignment is so that you can plan accordingly. You can really plan out what you're going to do. So it's not something that you just do at the last minute, throw something together and turn that in. This needs to be something that's thought out, planned, researched, and well structured. And proofread as well. Another thing, make sure that if you are with the pastor track this week, you're going to be dealing with imprecatory psalms, and I just want to give one piece of advice based on past experience with this. With the imprecatory psalms, don't be so quick to fall into the trap that Job's friends fell into. And I know we're not talking about Job yet, but Job's friends were quick to jump to the conclusion that you have sinned, you're suffering because you have sinned. That's not what the imprecatory psalms necessarily teach. So you're going to be developing a set of notes in which you can counsel someone who's gone through tragedy from the imprecatory psalms, and what you'd want to look for there is a correct approach to tragedy and to suffering that the imprecatory psalms teach. So be looking at those, and more than just one. Look at several, so you can get you can kind of draw a theology of suffering from the psalms and how to respond to that. For the other assignments, they're pretty straightforward. Just make sure that you are providing enough detail to demonstrate that you have an understanding of what's called for there. That's all I have for now. I'll see you on the discussion boards. Look over the feedback that I gave you, and as always, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask.